Boom, what's up everybody? My name is Kim Scogwell and today we'll be taking a look at how you can set up and use macros to speed up your workflow. And it's not too finicky, but it can be a little complicated to get it set up and so you can use it and work it right with both batch processing and on single image processing for macros. But we'll learn it all today, and if you like this tutorial, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and post some comments down below. Let's just get to it. So here we are inside Affinity Photo again, and we're gonna need metadata, record or macro, and library. If you don't see these three tabs here, you go up to view, you go to studio, and then you hook off library, macro, and metadata. So the first thing you want to do if you haven't made a new category for your macros is go to library, go to this little drop down box here, create a new category, and then we can have, let's see if we can get this, create new category, and you can rename them by clicking here, rename, or move up, move down, export, and so on. So I'm deleting this one. So we're gonna put them in here on macros. But we can also call this copyright, so I'm gonna do that really quickly. Okay, and then you hit OK, and you can see it now is called copyright info macro. So now we can go back here to our macro switch. We have library and then we have metadata. I don't know why this keeps changing on me. And you can see here we have a layer. I can't go here from assets and drag my watermark out here. It won't copy images to macro. So if you have a brush, you can go and put it on there, but I recommend you just make a watermark a top layer, that way it will always stay there. And if you don't use templates, I highly recommend using templates. That way you always get the watermark in the same place. And you can move it around after if you need to. If you don't know how to make templates, check out my other video. It should be a link somewhere on the screen here right now. But let's get to the macros and how you make them. So we have this start recording here, the red button, you hit it. Then we go to our metadata. And if you start at top, we have the Instagram 1080 by 1080. That's what this template is called. You're going to type in your name under author. You don't really need to put anything in other title or description unless you want to. So we're going to go to file. We can check out EXIF. That's just the information on it here. Under IPTC image, we're going to put in source, your name again, and then the credit, your name again, and then you can leave the rest here blank for now unless you want to. Put in all the other stuff. I'm not going to do it for a YouTube video. Now we're on contact here, and here you should at least put down your email. You can put in your phone, your country. I'm going to put in. And then you go down to rights. And here is where the fun part starts. So here you want to type in copyright, author, and then written agreements. And then I have a little cheat sheet here because I can never remember that. But this is the important part. You have to type it all in. So outside of the, we can go down here, and I'm gonna find this one here, CC BY NC ND. This is the most restrictive license under Creative Commons there is. Of the CC BY NC ND space 4.0. And then I'm gonna put my Instagram handle And let's see, I'm pretty sure that was it. I will need to put license back there. License. And this just basically tells anybody, you're free to share it as long as you give me the attribution for it and link back to me. And you can't use it commercially without prior written agreement and so on and so forth. And then we can go and check out details if you wanted to. There's not really much to change here. So we are pretty good. We can go back to our recording tab here. So now we hit stop recording. And now you're gonna wanna export this. So you hit this export button, then you navigate to where you have your assets folder, and then export it there. I'm gonna call this Instagram 1080 x 1080 copyright info, and then just save it. Cool. So now we have this saved. I'm gonna go completely out of everything. I'm gonna show you two different ways you can use to use this macro. And one is for a single image when you're inside Affinity Photo and you just want to speed up, don't have to type it in. Or one is doing batch editing and putting in your copyright info. So let's just close this one. I'm gonna go here and open. I'm gonna just pick a random photo here. This is a raw file, so I'm gonna have to hit develop because I just want to get out to the photo persona. There we go. And so I can go in here to metadata, and you can see this one does not have any of the info I put down except for this. So the way you use it here, you can go to record here. You can go to import. You have to again navigate back to where you exported it to. Then hit open. And once you got your set here, you just hit this play button. And now you have author filled in. You have what you filled in under IPTC, on the connection or contact, and the copyright. So that saved you a lot of time from going on each single image you work on and typing in all this stuff. A different way you can do this is you go in here, and this is the most efficient way to do it. Once you made all your images, you go file, batch, new batch job, and then you just hit add here. And you want to go, I'm gonna go here and here, and let's say I wanted to put all the copyright information on these three exported photos. So you just open them, you have them here. I don't want to save them as AF photo format. I want to save them again as JPEG. And here you can see we don't see the macro we just made, the copyright info. So you go up here to available macros, and remember we call the copyright info macro. If I go to library here, I'm going to cancel library copyright info macro. Have it gone in somewhere else? It has not become. I forgot to add it to library. So what we need to do is we need to go here, and if you forget to add it to the library, we gotta go import that macro again. We just have to open up a document. That's a good thing. You get to see how you can do it if you, excuse my French there for a second. So we're just gonna import this. And we're gonna go back to where we have the macro saved. So you go up to assets, macros here, and then we have it here. We got it there. So now you wanna hit this add to library button. And don't choose a default, you just hit it, drop down menu, copyright info, and then you enter copyright Instagram 1080. And I use 1080 by 1080 because this is a square and that's the dimension I use. And usually I would have like put the watermark on there, but I'm not doing this on this. The computer is not gonna allow it. So now you can see we have copyright info macro, and we have the one we saved just there. So now we can comfortably quit here, and we're gonna do the batch one. So we go File, New Batch Job. We're gonna do this again. We're gonna add the photos. So we go here. I'm gonna take these three again. They have no info on them whatsoever. And now we just have to click through here. Available macros, copyright info macro. Highlight it, hit apply. Then you want to go up here, and always recommend saving it in a different spot than the original one. And now you can hit OK. And you can see it's working on doing the macros here, or adding the copyright info. So we have officially done copyrighted it, so we can open, and we're gonna check out these images just to make sure it all works. So we can go metadata, and you can see here on the first one, or start on this one, it has gotten the same copied rights on it. It has the contact info. This one has the contact info and rights, and this one has the same rights, contact, image, and so on. But this is a 13 by 19 landscape template, but it keeps the author. So that's how you make it macros. And if you like this tutorial, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and leave some comments down below.